welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm participating in a YouTube hop with All About the Mouse, where once a month we get together and do Disney scrapbook pages. So today's theme is the picture over on the top right hand side, and it kind of shows the picture of different essential items for traveling and being a tourist. I didn't really have any pictures where we're using those kind of things, but it does show some Minnie Mouse ears, which we're not wearing, but I did find this photo where my sister is with Minnie Mouse, who obviously has Minnie Mouse ears. Also, she's wearing a fanny pack instead of a backpack. Now, also with essentials, I always think about cameras, so I'm going to do stars and a camera theme, because when you go to Disney, you do need a camera, or if you're more modern, you would use your phone camera. Now in the photo, you can see there are different shades of blue. It's kind of a dusky blue, but different shades. So it's in my sister's shirt, Minnie Mouse's outfit, and on the tiles that are in that bench in the back. So I wanted to incorporate those colors, but there's also a turquoise color over on the railing. So I'm trying to do those two different colors. So I found two shades of ink that I thought would bring those out. So I'm using Distress Oxide. The first one I'm using is Salvaged Patina for the turquoise color, and the blue color I'm using Stormy Sky, but it did turn out to have a little bit of a purplish tint to it. So I wasn't really sure how these colors would go. I had these colors in the photo, but also I wanted to use some film strips that I got from 49 and Market, and the two different ones that I'm using kind of have those two colors, a turquoise and kind of a bluish, slightly bluish purple color. So hopefully I do pull it off by kind of putting those colors throughout. So first of all, I'm starting with a Tim Holtz stencil, which is called Hocus Pocus. I did wipe off my stencil every time I moved it to a new location, so that way I don't get any ink where I don't want it. And when I put it over on the right hand corner, I did flip it over so that way we'll get the reverse of the stenciling. This is easy to wipe off since it is Distress Oxide. I just got all these 49 and Market frames when I went to a convention a couple months ago, so I was looking forward to using these, and I thought they'd be perfect with the colors in the photograph. The blue colored ones that I used for the frame, and also I have a longer strip, came from 49 and Market's Wherever Acetate Assortment. And I didn't use these before, so I really wasn't sure which way would be best to adhere this to my photo, whether I should use glue or a clear adhesive. So I ended up deciding to use my Nuvo Deluxe glue because that's done a really good job holding things in the past as well as drawing clear. This photo was taken during our 2005 trip to Disneyland, which is the only time I've been there, and this was at California Adventure, but I don't know exactly where in the park it was. But it does remind me of the old Disney MGM studios with that kind of retro Hollywood look. So I thought these papers from Simple Stories kind of brought out that vintage look. And I cut some of the paper with my Creative Memories border system using the photography chain punch. The small frames that I'm using for my cluster embellishments came from this Essential Filmstrips Lagoon from 49 and Market. And I really wasn't quite sure about combining like these turquoise with this blue. So I just kind of used all the different colors throughout, and hopefully I pulled it off. I do like how it turned out. So the main thing is the scrapbook page is for me, so as long as I like it. But let me know what you think about this combination. And now that I got my layout kind of how I think I want it, then I just use my Nuvo Deluxe glue to adhere everything down. Then I just use my mounting squares to attach my photo to the layout. This is my preferred method for adhering my photos to my scrapbook layout. Then I glued down my camera strip, and also I cut out some individual cameras with my border punch to add to my frames that I'm using for my embellishment clusters. The great thing with doing it this way is that I'm using up some of my scraps, and also I'm getting that particular pattern paper in a few different places in the layout. I think it looks better when you have kind of the same colors and same patterns throughout your page. The other thing I like about this layout is I'm getting to use all of my favorite products, which is my 49 to Market and Simple Stories, as well as stenciling. And normally this is the part where I say I get to go on to the fun part of the layout is using all the embellishments, but since I love all the products that I used on this layout, the whole thing was fun for me. But I'm going to go ahead and add this button that I found in my stash. It's a Minnie Mouse button, and it has like one of the shades of blue that's in the picture, as well as bring in the red from the photo and some yellow, which you see in the flowers. And then I try to bring all the different blues and colors into my embellishments. I just looked in my stash to see what I had. I used some star dies I had from AveryElle. They've been discontinued, but you know, any kind of star die you could use. And then I just used a scrap of glitter paper to cut out these stars. I did have to go off camera for a bit to cut out some more of these stars. By this point, after adding everything, I decided that those stormy sky that I had stenciled looked kind of purplish blue, and that I needed to bring that color more in. So I found these flowers that were kind of a purplish blue in my stash, and they came from Creative Memories, which was a giveaway a long time ago, so they're not available. But the main thing is look in your stash, see what you have, because none of these things I had purchased for this particular layout I just had in my stash. I had brought some Disney stuff ahead of time, knowing I was going to be doing Disney photos, but not for any particular layout. Also decided I needed to put something else along the bottom of my Simple Stories paper, so I'm using some washi tape from the Simple Stories Say Cheese Fantasy collection, and I think that kind of helps ground it. To finish up my embellishments, I add some tiny stars that I cut out of the glitter cardstock and some red jewels, which I thought would give it a little bit of pop and go along with the red that's in the Minnie outfit and the red bow on the Minnie Mouse button. And then I also add some jewels from Pretty Pink Posh, and these were called Aquamarine, and I don't think they make that color anymore. I also added some stickers to the inside of the flowers because I thought they needed that. And the stickers came with the flowers, and I just used yellow ones to go with yellow flowers that are in the photo, as well as there's some kind of yellow gold in this scrapbook paper as well as the washi tape. I'll put a list of all the products that I'm using in the description below. Some of these will be affiliate links. They don't cost you anything extra to use. But if you purchase anything from clicking on those links, that gives me a small commission from any sales that those links generate, and that helps support my channel. As I mentioned earlier, this is part of a YouTube hop, so I'll put a list of all the participants in the description below. Please hop along and give the other participants some support by watching the videos and leaving comments. And you'll get some more Disney inspiration for your scrapbook layouts. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you're not already a subscriber, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. Also, it's wonderful hearing from you, so if you have any comments about the video, please leave a comment below. Also, let me know what you think about this combination of these different shades of blue and turquoise together. And do you think that I pulled it off, or what do you think? I hope everyone has a wonderful day.